Well, you're quite right. Assessing individual cases is virtually impossible, particularly when you don't know somebody. But she has been vaccinated, and we have to remember that even before the vaccines, even the most elderly people, which I think it's fair to say the Queen sits in that bracket, were on the whole recovering from Covid-19. It was only more serious and lethal in very few of them, but she has been vaccinated and I assume boosted. So her chances of recovering from this, and indeed only having a mild illness, are quite high.
All right. Now, Professor, Boris Johnson wants to end self-isolation for COVID-19. Is that an indication that he wants to take the UK back to pre-pandemic levels? Because if I'm not mistaken, when the pandemic began, Boris Johnson came up with this idea of herd immunity. So do you think he's revisiting that idea now?
Quite possibly. It was planted, the idea of herd immunity was planted in his head, and then the government or its advisors, I think, ministers, quickly rode back from it when they realised quite what the death toll from this would be. But we already have a degree of immunity. It hasn't reached the threshold for herd immunity because, of course, the vaccination program has been so successful. Really, what this is like, trying to achieve herd immunity is a fool's errand. Because, of course, immunity drops off over time. Once you become immune, you're only in that status for a short period of time and it drifts away. It's like trying to constantly fill up a bucket that's got a leak. You will constantly be having to top it up. So you're never going to reach that level.